Each week on this video, we'll give you 3 players changing value on the RosterWatch Dynasty Startup rankings. I'm Seslowsky, and thanks for tuning back into RosterWatch. The first player we're going to talk about is Trey, the 22-year-old running back on the San Francisco 49ers, currently rising up our Dynasty rankings. Previous rank is RB30. Updated rank is RB26. Sermon's one of the most significant running back risers this offseason. When we opened up our Dynasty rankings having Sermon at RB30, we understood as the depth chart cleared out that we would see a significant rise. Sermon was a third-round real NFL pick who landed in a very interesting spot with San Francisco. The 49ers offense is one of the most run-heavy schemes in all of football. The problem is that head coach Kyle Shanahan has always deployed a unique style of committee runners. A traditional committee would split the workload up between a few running backs within game. Kyle Shanahan's offense will feed a single player, but just for a short stretch of games, with no warning and injury strikes, or he just wants to feed a new player and change up the scheme slightly. Sermon will undoubtedly have a few top 15 running back finishes this season, but will also have more than a handful of finishes outside the top 36. Circumstances are breaking well for Sermon so far this offseason. His running back teammate Jeff Wilson has already had an injury that will keep him out about half of the season, and Raheem Mostert has historically not been durable. Sermon's 6th-round ADP prices in all of the risk and is a recommended target in your Dynasty leagues. The second player we're going to talk about is Nyheim Hines, the 24-year-old running back on the Colts, currently rising up our Dynasty rankings. Previous rank, RB51, updated rank, RB45. At first glance, the Colts backfield is overcrowded with viable players. Hines will be vying to carve out touches against lead runner Jonathan Taylor, returning veteran Marlon Mack, and depth option Jordan Wilkins. Taylor is locked in for a sizable workload after exploding down the final stretch of last season. And if Taylor stays healthy, it'll be very difficult for Nyheim Hines to match his career highs of 2020. Though, Hines still figures to be heavily involved in the passing game. Nyheim Hines is on the last year of his rookie contract, and there is a possibility that he ends up in a better situation next year. At his current low-cost ADP, he's a viable target in the 8th round or later for those looking for cheap PPR running back points with upside. The third player we're going to talk about is Dawson Knox, a 24-year-old tight end on the Buffalo Bills, currently falling down our Dynasty rankings. Previous rank was tight end 19, updated rank is tight end 24. Let's start with the good. Dawson Knox is entering year 3, the season in which tight ends typically break out. Knox has flashed over the past 2 seasons, but there's been some head-scratching moments. RosterWatch have been proactively drafting Knox in our Start 2 tight end leagues. We've recently backed off that position. There is talk that Eagles tight end Zach Ertz or another seasoned veteran could wind up in Buffalo to secure that position. Buffalo is in a win-now window and is loaded up on offense outside of the tight end position. Buffalo's only weakness on offense is a short-handed tight end. It won't surprise anyone if Knox does break out. There are other late-round dart throws in that area of the draft that we prefer. Players like Blake Jarwin, O.J. Howard, Gerald Everett profile as better Dynasty bets. Okay, RosterWatch Nation, that's it for today. Remember to like and subscribe to get notifications when we put up more videos this offseason and draft season. And remember to make a comment in the video and let us know which players are rising and falling up your rankings. Until next time, goodbye.